Hello, welcome back, and thank you for being here with me. This video will be a long one, so I encourage you to join me with your favorite drink. And again, I'm drinking rooibos tea. Cheers. So a few things about this video. One is that I'm concluding the Eastern Ontario Outings Series by a short clip of a place that we visited, Renfrew, and let me see, I wrote it down. It's called Mate Way Park in Renfrew, and it's a really lovely place to go for a walk. And I'm not sure, but I believe there are some bicycle races even in that area. But I quite enjoyed sketching. There were like huge trees over there and colorful ones. I decided to conclude the series. That's what I had in mind, to do about 4 videos of places that we've visited and just film the areas. But even after that, I mean, we kept going to a lot of other places and quite enjoyed the time that we could use in the fall to go outside, walk, and enjoy nature. So here I am with my weather report again. But this week we had a snowfall. It started, and between Sunday and Monday morning we got about, here in Orleans, about a good 4 inches of snow, if not 5. And it stayed for several days and started melting yesterday. I love the snow. And here on our street, we have maples and different kind of trees, and some of the leaves are still in the trees, and so the contrast of the ochre yellow leaves against the white background was just amazing. Robert was away at a bicycle race. He does photography for that. So while he was away on Sunday, I began to work on a sketch in my sketchbook of a white-breasted nuthatch. I've been thinking about it for the longest time, and I thought, do it in your sketchbook. And I had no plans in mind. I just wanted to draw it with the Derwent Inktense water-soluble pencils. My idea was to do the background with the ink pencils. After I added the water, I knew that it would be permanent, and then I could work on my bird. As I was making the drawing, that's what came to mind. And then I began to explore a little bit. So I've been using the Inktense pencils, watercolor pencils, ink, watercolor markers, and gouache, and I used a little bit of the acrylic markers to do some highlights, white highlights. The more I was using the different medium, the more I began to explore. And sometimes you do something and you don't really know. Like, I was doing this without any expectations and no plans. I just wanted to draw this bird. I hope you will enjoy the process. I'm just doing the bark of the tree, which is, I find that very interesting. So many variations in barks with all the trees that we have here. So I think what I will do is all my lines, I'll go darker, and I don't have to be meticulous about this. It's I will add water and, you know. The bark of the tree, it's gray, but there's white in it. And I'm tempted to go with the same, but light. If I had the, how do you call that? It's the, blocks. That would be great for what I'm doing right now. I could use those blocks and work my way around that. So, but it is what it is, and I'm using what I have. I feel. I will just do the lines, the dark ones. And I will let this dry. And what will happen is that after that's dry, then I can go and add water to the background, and it won't affect the marks that I'm making right now, because that is ink. So give a first layer of this. Look at that. This is beautiful. The paper seems to adjust well to the water and the ink, so that's good. It's really beautiful how the ink reacts to the water. It's a lot of it's interesting to watch. And again, I'm not being meticulous or precious. I'm just adding water here, and that's all I want. It's causing a relief, and that's all I want to do. And the goal here is that I'll do the bird after I've done my background. So, and the beauty is that with those Inktense pencils, the background will not reactivate when I apply water to my bird. So I think I've covered. I think I would like to add maybe a touch here of, this is Baked Earth Willow, neutral gray willow. I think I would like to add a touch of color. So right now I will use a larger brush. So that. Okay, now that I've done quite a few details, I will add more color in the wood that is exposed under the bark. We'll start with willow. We'll start with willow first. So I am mixing colors, hoping to create another color. This is all, I keep saying it, but it's true. It's all experimental, and I want to see how far I can go with all this. So I will try now. Here I have sun yellow and sherbet lemon. I'm going to go with the sherbet lemon just to add some variety in the color. I don't want a solid color. This bark has is there's a lot of white also, grayish, white grayish, and for that I will use gouache, my white gouache. I will use permanent white Holbein gouache, and I'm using it from the tube, and I will add white areas, and so it looks a lot brighter here than what it is. It's the light of the camera is right on this area, so So these pencils, I mean, I will have to go back a few times to get the color that I'm after. The reason I used the acrylic marker, I could have used my gouache, also acrylic gouache, but the marker were just what I was after, because it was just fine details. The reason I use that is because the white ink tense pencil, the gouache, the white gouache, uh, they don't, they're not really completely opaque. And you still, it's good for certain applications, but for what I was doing, um, it was not what I was after. So I used the water the acrylic marker for that. I'm debating right now because on my reference photo, there is another tree that comes here. And it feels perhaps a bit more natural. So I'm thinking perhaps I should use, to push it down, watercolor instead. I went really in depth with the sketch. And as I was progressing, like I had the bark of the tree and then I did the little bird, and then I thought, like I need to add something else behind that tree. So I kept, adding and playing with the colors, and I really enjoyed what I was doing. And also I realized that as I was doing it, this little white-breasted nuthatch would be a wonderful image for my cover of the sketchbook project. So without knowing what I was going to do, this is what came out. And that was a fun, unexpected artwork that came to me, and it's it will be part of the sketchbook project, and I now have the cover for the sketchbook project, which I think is absolutely wonderful. The sketch is dry from what I can see. And what I'll do in the background for that tree, I will work it with Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. And for that, I selected the following. So dark chrome yellow, cold gray, dark sepia, India red, and earth green. So I will do some details here. There are some branches, and we'll go from there. And I might, later on do some adjustments, but overall, I think that it's done. November the 11th, 2025, Remembrance Day. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making this artwork. It was an unexpected and wonderful surprise to see how I could develop this sketch to what it turned out to be. The holidays are on the way, and like you, it's going to be a busy period. So my next video will be probably mid-December, around that area. Until then, I wish you well, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.